Hey guys, how's it going? I'm empty inside and ready to fake a smile for the camera, and today we're going to be doing a review on a Trick or Treat Studios Part 3 Texas Chainsaw Massacre Leatherface mask from the movie Texas Chainsaw Massacre Part 3 Leatherface. So, yet again, this was a mask that I picked up on the Party City sale. Managed to score this bad boy for $15 plus shipping. And here he is. I mean, what do you think? It's a Trick or Treat Studios Part 3 Texas Chainsaw Massacre Leatherface mask. So overall, this guy's not super bad or anything. I like him. In fact, Part 3 is one of the more underrated series in the franchise. The movie itself is really hokey and kind of goofy and more of like a horror action, which they did a lot back then, and it was just kind of weird. I don't hate it, but I don't love it. The thing that I do love about the movie is the Leatherface. I feel like the Leatherface is a pretty interesting character, and I overall liked the way that he looked. And the mask is something I was always kind of iffy on. I kind of loved it and hated it. It felt like it didn't quite get there, but then in some scenes I really did like it. I do like the character, I think, a little bit more than some of the other incarnations for sure. But overall, it wasn't a mask I really ever thought about owning. Going around to some of my local party stores, just like the Part 2 Leatherface, I had seen these in person and I was actually pretty damn impressed. Most of the copies that I saw at my local party stores looked pretty awesome. They actually had really good paint and really good hair. This copy is not one of those copies necessarily. The paint is very messy and just poorly done. I don't really care for it overall. This is obviously from a different batch. And one of the worst parts about it is the little tattoo here on the side of the face just looks like a heart with a Y, which I think it's supposed to be a flower, and I could be wrong. I mean, I'm no Leatherface fanatic, and I don't really know a ton about the masks, but I think the flower looked a lot different than that. But again, could be wrong, who knows? You think I do any kind of research before I do these videos whatsoever? So another big problem I have with this mask is a poor choice in what they used. So in the face here, you've got some big stitches. You know, you've got some here. Obviously these would be smaller. They look fine just sculpted on, but these big stitches sculpted on don't look super great. They're just latex. But then here on the neck, you have actual leather lace. They used it on the neck, but they didn't use it on the face. I don't see why. You would think the face would be a lot more important than the neck, and that would be a better place to use it, but they didn't? Overall, I mean, the sculpt looks mean. The mask does fit well, as most of them do. Of course, if you're going to do a Leatherface mask, it should be able to fit larger people, considering Leatherface himself is pretty large. The other thing I have to say about this mask that I actually love, I don't think the hair is supposed to be this long, but they totally gave Leatherface 80s hair metal hair. Alright, now that I'm done thrashing around like an idiot, let's get back to this mask review. So one of the other things I do like is the Perma Blood. The blood work looks really good. On some Trick or Treat Studios masks, as well as other mass-marketed masks, the blood is really bad. But this blood looks pretty realistic and also has a nice gloss finish to it, so it looks good and fresh. Overall, there's not really a ton to this mask. I mean, the paint on my copy's bad. On the other ones that I've seen, they all looked pretty good, but on my personal copy, I just don't love it. I probably won't end up changing anything about it because it is still pretty damn good, and I don't really care enough about Leatherface to change it, and I would rather keep it this way in case I decide to trade or sell these in the future, which, let's be honest, will likely happen. I tend to do that a lot. Overall, pretty good. Another big positive, they didn't sculpt in a mouth. They got this one right. This is just a leather mask. They left a good lip, again, for like the flesh to mask here, so if you wanted to remove it, you could make it two separate pieces, etc. But they didn't add big, stupid teeth sculpted in, so that's a big positive. I do really, really like that about the mask. So overall, pretty decent mask. I mean, 60 bucks, that's probably worth it just for that wig, you know what I mean? And I was able to pick it up for 15, so I can't really complain. It's pretty decent. If you guys like Trick or Treat Studios and like to collect their masks, if you like Texas Chainsaw Massacre, or if you're trying to pull a Part 3 cosplay, I say go for it. If you don't like Texas Chainsaw Massacre, or you don't like Trick or Treat Studios, or you don't want to put together a cosplay, don't buy the fucking mask. You don't have to leave comments on the video explaining why you don't like it or telling me to go fuck myself for supporting Trick or Treat Studios. Just don't buy the mask. Another fun fact for those of you out here, this came from Party City, not Trick or Treat Studios. Party City already paid for the masks, and then I bought it from them at a discounted price. I didn't buy from Trick or Treat Studios. But anyways, guys, all bullshit aside, there you have it. This was a video on a Trick or Treat Studios Part 3 Leatherface mask, and I guess the only thing left is to get you guys maybe some one shots, but definitely some close-ups of this guy. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you didn't, go fuck yourself. Bye-bye.